Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market leading stocks for the coming session. This is going to be for Tuesday, August 5th, 2014. Got a pretty good update going here, about 1% higher in the NASDAQ side, a little less so in the broad market. The key takeaway is going to be two things from this report. It's going to be that we're seeing this on mostly lighter volume, and there really aren't many follow-through signals to the upside for tomorrow. Take a look at the NASDAQ patch. We're a little bit better to buy, but certainly nothing extraordinary. But I think what we're seeing right now is something for the bulls to build on, but they've got to come in and spend some money to get this moving to the upside again. Right now it's really just more of an offer vacuum than anything else. We did play Amgen to the downside today. That does have a volume bump. It's flirting with a contra candle. Really hasn't made any progress above the day's open. Baidu's very strong today, but it's on unexceptional volume. That's 3% above the day's open. Moving on to the financials. Again, same theme, mostly lighter volume. Got a volume bump in Sallie Mae and also American Express, but kind of a lack of signals. This is actually one of the sectors that really isn't performing all that well. Moving on to the energy names, Archcoal strong. We've got a volume bump in rig, but that one's getting pounded to the downside today. That is kind of still hovering. It's a little bit above the day's open. It's a little bit above the day's VWAP, but hasn't made any progress versus the open. The one standout today is CHK in the energy patch. That's 1.5% almost above the day's open. 2.5% above the day's open, and more than 1% above the day's VWAP. Moving on to the generals, for the most part, the broad market has been lagging the NASDAQ side, which is more of an indication of some short-term short covering here. Disney reported. That's got some good volume and a pretty strong candle on the daily chart. Best Buy BBY is very strong today, but that one's on fairly light volume. McDonald's not doing too much, and that one's got decent volume, but no signal there. UNH is putting up an upside CPS, but that one's on very, very light volume. Housing names, mostly light volume. We do have an upside CPS in NVR. DHI is notably weak today, not participating very well with the move up. American Airlines, we did trade that to the short side today, made some money there. That one's 3.25% below the day's open. That one's pretty darn weak. Norfolk Southern and UNP both have volume bumps, but there is no signal there. UPS is posting a contra candle to the downside. And finally, the commodities. A little bit better to buy. AA, Monsanto, and Newmont all showing upside CPSs. Mosaic doesn't have a signal today, but it does have excellent volume. All right, folks. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.